Welcome back to Kingna. Today we're checking out 10 project cars under $1,500 that are rough, rusty, or forgotten, but still holding on to plenty of classic charm. From a Buick Roadmaster that last saw the road decades ago to a Beetle shell waiting for its second chance, these are the kinds of projects you'll find tucked away in barns, garages, and driveways across America. None of these are turnkey drivers. They're true fixer-uppers, some even junk status. But for the right person, each one could be the start of a great build or the perfect source for hard-to-find parts. Let's take a look at what's out there today. Let's kick things off with a real survivor from the late 1970s. Car number 1 is a 1978 Ford F-150, priced at just $1,000 and located with a clean title. This one's a two-wheel drive model with a manual transmission, showing an odometer rolled over past 30,000 miles. The body has its share of rust, but the truck reportedly runs strong, thanks to a new radiator and even some custom brake lights installed by the seller. Now, the brakes themselves are soft and need to be bled, so stopping power is an issue right now. Overall, this Ford still has life in it and could serve as a classic workhorse project for someone who doesn't mind patching up the rust and giving it some overdue mechanical attention. Next up, we go even smaller, but just as tough. Car number 2 is a 1974 Ford Courier 4WD pickup, listed at only $350 out of the Vallejo and Benicia area. That's about as cheap as it gets for a vintage truck. It's got a clean title and a manual gearbox. The engine is set to run well, but the clutch is bad. Registration is current in the seller's name, though the keys are missing. So the big picture here is you've got a very inexpensive little project that needs clutch work and a way to get into the cab. For under $400, this old Courier might be worth a gamble for someone who knows how to wrench on it. Now on to something a little more stylish. Car number 3 is a 1979 Volkswagen convertible, priced at $1,500 in Hamilton. The odometer shows 50,000 miles, and it has a clean title with a manual transmission. According to the seller, it last ran about 3 years ago before being parked inside. Since then, a number of new parts have been collected to go with it. Things like door panels, running boards, a new carburetor, ignition switch, a carpet kit, and extra body parts, including doors, hood, and trunk lid. The car itself needs restoration, but with so many pieces included, it's set up as a solid project for a VW enthusiast who doesn't mind diving in. Going back further in time, here's a big American cruiser. Car number 4 is a 1964 Buick Electra two-door project car, listed at $1,500 in Camarillo. This one has a clean title, an automatic transmission, and the 401 cubic inch engine. The seller says the engine is free and has shared videos of it cranking, which is a promising sign. The interior is described as being in good shape, though there is some rust and body damage on the driver's side. Overall, the Buick needs attention, but the fact that the engine turns and the interior isn't trash gives it a decent foundation for restoration. We have another convertible, but this time from Plymouth. Car number 5 is a 1964 Plymouth Valiant convertible, listed at $1,500 in Mount Vernon. The seller notes it's a rare convertible model with a 4-speed manual on the floor. The car has a clean title, and the engine looks like it may have been rebuilt recently, though that's not guaranteed. The seller says it runs well and sits on good tires, with the seats and interior in decent shape. The catch here is that it needs to sell quickly. The seller is taking best offers by Sunday because they have to return to Colorado. That urgency could make this a good deal for someone local who's ready to move fast. Up next, we have a piece of post-war American luxury. Car number 6 is a 1950 Cadillac Fleetwood Series 60, priced at $1,250 out of Wilmington. The car is complete with an automatic transmission and showing 58,000 miles on the odometer. It comes with a clean title and no back fees, which is always a plus for California buyers. This Cadillac came out of a storage facility sale and hasn't been running for quite some time, so it will need full mechanical attention before hitting the road again. But as a big-body Fleetwood project with paperwork in order, it has potential, either as a restoration or as a donor for someone already deep into a Cadillac build. From Cadillac, we shift to Buick, and this one goes back even further. Car number 7 is a 1948 Buick Roadmaster four-door sedan, listed at $1,500 in Sand Hollow, Idaho. It shows 84,000 original miles and has been with the family since the late 1970s, though the title has been lost over the years. According to the seller, it was running as recently as 2022, and the engine still turns by hand today. It does have a burnt valve on cylinder number 1, along with some surface rust on the rear fender from outdoor storage. The driver's seat is not original and needs to be redone, but otherwise the body is fairly solid and even the original spare is still in the trunk. This is an estate sale and the seller is very clear: cash only, no trades, no parting out. Switching gears to something sportier and European. Car number 8 is a 1973 Opel GT, priced at $1,200 and located in Kansas City. This is definitely a project. It's been sitting for about 15 years. The good news is it comes with a clean title and most of the parts are still with the car. The seller doesn't know the exact mileage since the odometer isn't accurate anymore. At this point, the Opel GT is more of a shell with potential, needing a full restoration from top to bottom. For someone looking for a unique classic that isn't your everyday find, this could be an interesting candidate. Next up, another small convertible, but in British style. Car number 9 is a 1973 MGB project or parts car, listed at $1,450 out of Langley. This one sold with just a bill of sale since the title is missing. It's mostly complete, has good glass, chrome bumpers, and even comes with 2 tonneau covers. The car is not currently running, so it will take some effort to bring back to life. But for an MGB fan, though, it's a straightforward project or a great source for spares. And closing out this batch, we've got a well-loved Volkswagen. Car number 10 is a 1973 Volkswagen Bug, priced at $1,100 in Rockdale. The odometer shows just over 51,000 miles, though the title has been lost over the years. The car itself is complete, but it's missing the motor and the rear bumper. On the positive side, all the glass is good and the body is in decent shape, with only a few small rust spots near the rear side glass and a couple of patches needed on the passenger floor pan. The seller notes it would make either a fun restoration project or even just a cool prop. Either way, it's a solid beetle shell to start with. And that wraps up our list of 10 project and junk cars all under $1,500. Some are complete but haven't run in decades. Others are missing engines or titles, but each one tells a story and waits for someone willing to bring it back. Which one of these would you drag home if you had the space? Drop your pick down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching Kina, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more classic car finds every week.